let's start and see what we'll encounter in the kingdom in the reign of King Alyster. That is pretty cool, right, Jello? Alright, welcome to the kingdom. The Demon's Wake. That's not great. That's not great at all. Yes, I wanted to mention that. So, as I was mentioning earlier, this is a role-playing heavy dynasty. So, you know, I tend to role-play my monarchs and try to decide how they will act based on their character, and I invite you to do the same. We even have a trait roller on our World Anvil page. If one of you would be so kind as to post the link in chat, that would be amazing. Lurks or Vasper, if you want to do that, that would be great. So if you want to roll traits to help you with the role-playing, you can do that. And yeah, exactly. It's more play for fun, not for win. I mean, you decide how to play, right? I encourage you to roleplay, but you don't really have to. You don't really have to. I think it's more fun for me, so I do it. Aside from that, as I mentioned earlier, there's a lot going on Discord, to the point where two noble houses had a fight. I think last week's, last week's, 2 Mondays ago, is what I'm trying to say. We had a first play test of a system that I'm designing to solve conflicts between noble houses that belong to you. It was pretty fun, it was pretty good, to the point where Northwind here in chat decided to create a PvE event instead of a PvP event. And you can find that in the Dynasty Roleplay channel of our Discord, where basically Northwind was a GM, and they rolled dice on Discord. We have a dice roller bot to try to defeat the Legion of Flies that was, you know, summoned by the Counts in the wake of Belfeminar. So there's a lot of stuff going on our Discord and around here, and you can expect more to come next year. If you think you can enjoy anything that any of these, I definitely encourage you to drop a follow or join the Discord. Most importantly, because you know that's the place where the juice is. And I think that's it. Let's see what you all were saying in chat, and then we can get started. Alyster Lurks, King Ostra's treacherous half-brother, and notorious former hermit, introduced speaking melodiously. Yeah, I do remember this one. Thank you, Lurks. I do remember this. Oh, I don't think Alyster is a puppet king at all. I don't think at all. Yeah. Alright. Hopefully you can have another nice and unresolved plot point I can turn into a dice. I'm sure there's gonna be plenty. But yeah, Alyster has really cool eyes, I agree. Alright, let's go. So we go with the coronation first, as always. Let's go. Let's go. Your Majesty, you may have won the throne from King Oscar, but you must still answer to the council. As is tradition, they will decide what happens at your coronation. Yeah, let's get this over with. I think Alyster is very practical. To the point where... And he probably may seem apathic, you know, at times. Shall we call the noble Zine? Of course we shall. Oh. Diligent, arbitrary, and impatient. That's a good combination. Awesome, thank you, Vaspir. Thank you. Yeah, that's the trait generator in case you need it. So what can we do here? I require that everyone wear black and listen to dreary Eastern music. Foreign dignitaries. I think Alyster would probably go with the river. He understands the importance of tradition, but it is not his decision to make, it is yours. Members of the council, please cast your vote in the first decision of the night. This is your decision to make. Your decision to make. If I miss any messages in chat, feel free to repeat them and to add me if you really want me to read something, because, you know, time chat is pretty active, so it's a good way to make sure that I can see things. Dragon Pit, welcome back. I've always been curious about this Eastern music. Yeah, right, Northwind? That, you know, that sounds odd, but probably do that. Alphabian, welcome back. Lord Tansy, hey, happy to see you. Alright. Tradition is important, I agree. I agree. Let's go. Tradition's winning. 9-17, I think it's decided. Let's go. Far longer. It is decided the king will be thrown in the river. Yeah, let me get changed out of my nice robes. I mean, actually, and so it begins. The nobles pick you up and carry you out to the Treadwater River, hurtling you into the shallow water with a cheer. When you climb back up the banks, soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward and places the crown upon your head. Is it your imagination, or are some of the nobles stifling giggles? Yeah, this is from the Lurks family, yes. Yeah, the traits are in case you need, you know, some inspiration to roleplay your noble. You don't have to. You don't have to. Bohemian history found inspiration for an origin story of my house. So after the death of its mythical founder Bagarian I, the Cheese Dynasty was split by 6 sons into 6 cooperating branches in an event known as the splitting of the rose. I thought the splitting of the cheese or something, you know? After the unifying symbol of all the cheese houses is a 5-petal rose. Each petal represents its original counted branch and the center of the crownland branch. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right. Oh, there was one thing that I want to do. So, for those of you who are new around here, this dynasty has, you know, some ideological background for the different regions. If you're interested in that, like, this is not just, you know, oh, let's roleplay for the sake of roleplaying. We actually, we're doing things seriously here. If you join our Discord in Kingdom Lore, there's a thread called Bearclaw Dynasty Background Lore that sums up pretty much what the political situation is, what the relationship between the crowns and the crown and the regency is, what the common cultural traits of the kingdom are, and what regional cultures for the chiefs, counts, and barons are. Because we have a little bit of a variation compared to the base game. Because I think it's more fun to, you know, oppose ideological differences. And to make it very short, this kingdom revolves around the idea of strength. Strength. This is a kingdom where the sword is stronger than the pen. You know? Like, it's all about showing how strong you are and how you can maintain that strength. So, oh, and there was one thing that Northwind said on Discord that I wanted to read because I think it's very, very interesting. Northwind said, I think a theme of the Bearclaw Dynasty is the depths people are willing to go for power, and how betraying your principles is easier than it seems. And I think that's so true. The chiefs broke away from honor and valor to backstab the queen, and chose to do it all over again. The chiefs acted treasonous twice. The counts abandoned their watch against the occult to bring forth the demon. The counts used to be the protectors of the metaphysical border, warding off demons, and now they have unleashed one on the kingdom, whether out of greed or just wanting the throne. The barons blew up the palace, the symbol of power, of status quo, which sure is strength on the most obvious level, but it relied on underhanded techniques and economics to get to that point. And most importantly, it's just, you know, they literally demolished the symbol, the seat of power, the symbol of power and culture. So I think it's a very fitting description that Northwind came up with. So yeah, thank you for sharing that thought, Northwind. Bit of news to share with you: the choir no longer needs prisoner to sacrifice. We have achieved our goal. That's not good. Yeah, exactly. First the coronation, then the thing. Counts abandoned our ideology. Yup. Yeah. Or you are using it, you know, for your own good. Hello, gamer. Welcome back. It might not be conductive, yeah. Lurks. Alright. Canny Banana, welcome back. Canny Banana, Canny... Yes, you're here. You're a chief. Yeah, that was a really good, well put, right, Lurks? What Northwind wrote. Alright. I'm a humble man who wants a place of power in this realm. Alright. Yeah, you're welcome, Canny. Let me say this improves our strength because this proves our strength because we can control the occult. You unleashed it, you're not controlling it. Alright. Let's keep going. That's something else I love about this setting. Everyone has an angle and everyone pins themselves in the best light. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. So let's see if we can actually solve this thing here. Evil Chaos, thank you so much for the follow. Happy to have you with us tonight. Hope you're doing well. Outside your window, the sky is dark with flies. Your Grace, the demon Belfeminar has done an excellent job laying waste to the kingdom and paving your way to the throne. Big cheese, thank you. But it has outlived its usefulness. It's time to banish it back to the Seven Hells before you no longer have a kingdom to rule. Expect no help from the church, blasphemer. You have brought a demon down onto our heads. We'll fight your tyrannical rule to our last breath. No doubt about that, yep. The victor writes history, yes. Something. Oh, thank you, Evil Chaos. Yeah, I had some PC issues earlier, but it looks like I managed to fix everything, so I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Alright, what do we do? Hire a wizard. I see everybody excited for D. Let me see the options here. Hire a wizard to get rid of it. I don't think we need to hire a wizard. Beg the church to step in. We're not gonna do that. Sacrifice a herd of eastern cows, which is reasonable. Or send northern troops to defend the realm. That's the real power move. Last time we did 90%, it didn't go well. Yeah, that's true. That's true. What if the hired wizard was me? Oh my god. Well, I'm gonna veto this. No, we're not gonna beg. We're not gonna beg. Yeah, of course veto B. I think the real power move is D. It's like, okay, we created this mess, now you fix it. Why? Because I'm the king. You know? And it's not done, you know, with this kind of attitude, though. It's like, okay, I'm the king, I'm sending you an order. Very calmly. Shanicor's Bloodline motto is, we always take the gamba. If this fails, I'm really curious to see what happens. If the demon will stick around. Okay, so the council recognizes the authority of the king. That's interesting. That's interesting. The king is ordering something and the council is responding. I wanted B. Of course you did. The coalition beat the swarm, so this has to win. We'll see. I hope you're right. Just like bullying the north. Alyster extends a hand, which moves as if it should be broken and points in the vague direction of Belfeminar's avatar. Alright, let's go. Rich player, welcome back! Happy to see you. It's just you agree with us, not the other way around. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's go. An excellent idea, Your Majesty. There is a stone circle in the east built for trapping demons and returning them to the Seven Hells. If you can drive Belfeminar into it. By Morgana's Cauldron, why should we sacrifice our troops when the Counts brought this evil into our realm? And I love that the person saying that is Katori Blueberry, the father of the previous king. Isn't this perfect? Isn't this freaking perfect? The game knows. The game knows. The game knows. This is perfect. This is so perfect. The game knows. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Kator is like, what the fuck do you want from me? You just killed my son and now you order me to do things? Yes, a squadron of northern soldiers are mustered and sent into battle against the walking hive Belfeminar. Exactly, don't question the king. The incident. Yeah, there was an incident. It's a success. There are hundreds of casualties, soldiers filled with flies until they burst, but in the end Belfeminar is driven into the stone circle. It vanishes in a puff of brimstone and the realm is safe once more, but the kingdom is left devastated in its wake. That's okay. That's okay. You're fighting the wrong demon? Nah. Soon a sister of Alyster will appear as don't jinx it. Walking Hive is pretty good, yeah. That's a good point, Morgrim. Just kite him. It's hard to kite the demon with axes. Alright. And the path to victory. Oh. Map bug. Boom. Fix it. Look at me, I'm an expert at this point. Your Majesty, the history books do not look kindly upon usurpers unless of course they prove themselves worthy of the throne they have stolen. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? And this is decisive. This is decisive. I usually take a couple minutes to decide what to do here, because this will guide most of my... Like, this is the moment where I, you know, get a better idea of the monarch. A rule over precarious time until you have rebuilt the destruction that has decimated the realm, you will not be safe. True. Praise the error. So definitely not a conqueror here. Not the greatest king who ever lived. I don't think we have that panache, if that's a word. Father of the nation, no. Because it would be associated to Oscar. A saint, we summoned a demon, nah. So it's either the architect of a new golden age or a peacekeeper. I think it might be peace, yeah. A riot trash, yeah. A saint for past mistakes, that's a little bit too odd. They already did. I think it might be peacekeeper, yeah. You gotta be a king of blood and bone? I don't think so. Like, New Golden Age can be somewhat ominous with the right tone. True. Exactly, Shining Horse. Exactly. Like, saying peacekeeper doesn't really tell you how that peace is going to be acquired. Brought into power through chaos and now has to bring order. I can understand it. That's the idea, yes. That's the idea. And I think that Alyster is... I think the way Alyster sees this is... I'm going to ask nicely. I'm going to be diplomatic. But if you don't comply, your head is gonna end up under my heel. Your head is gonna end up under my heel. You know? Yeah, peacekeeper it is. Yeah, peacekeeper it is. Peacekeeper it is. I have a good idea of who Alyster is. Oh my god, who is this pirate? Killian of the Otter Valuner bloodline. Otter Valuner, welcome back. Well-known Marcher General stands before Blazing Hearth, yelling at full volume. Peace through mass executions. When have the Barons of the March backed down from a fight? Never! I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful king, on the throne. Barons of the March, what do you want to do? How do you want to overthrow the king? Do you want to use sorcery and ask the help of a wizard trying to raise authority? Do you want to use subterfuge trying to lower stability? Or do you want to accumulate gunpowder trying to lower authority? I don't think it's a cowardly way. It's like, I'm going to expect you understand my power and my strength. And if you don't, I'm going to show you. The House Steel will not comply with the known demon worshipper and puppet unless light may beat the dark within you. Expect no aid from us. That's okay. I don't need you. I don't need you. Subterfuge it is. Interesting. Wow, the barons are going with subterfuge. Wow. Lord Mason, you want to know if you voted? Yeah, you voted Lord Mason. Yeah, they don't like sorcery for sure. Who was the Baron claimant? Killian of the Otter Valinor lineage. Okay. That's interesting. Subterfuge it is. The barons plan to replace the king's advisors with their own agents. First, they must prove they're doing a bad job. To advance their scheme, the barons must lower stability to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Okay, okay. This is... Oh, the king needs order? We should be the ones to bring it to him. But you want to lower stability. So... Alright. Jorah of the Paznik clan, well-known northern rascal, stands precariously in a longhouse crossbeam, speeding as they speak. It's really interesting though, like, the fact that the barons decided not to be blunt for once, you know? Because like, bluntness is very highly valued in this kingdom if you think about it. And like, the barons especially have been very blunt. They blew up the freaking palace in the past. Like, how more blunt can you be than that? So the fact that they decided to let go of those ways, like, I think it has strong implications, right? Yeah, let's go. Chiefs of the North, we all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter King Alyster. How do we make that happen? Do you want to start an uprising, Chiefs of the North? This vote is for you. What do you want to do to dethrone the king? Starting an uprising, maybe? Trying to raise the treasury? Do you want to intimidate the king, trying to raise stability? Or do you want to follow a horned blower again? Do you want to toot? Do you want to toot? Oh no, trash. Ooh, oh. Classic White Palace gets built on top of the fortress using it as foundation. Ooh, it might be there that they add details to make it look like the old one, you know? We're a little scared of demons. You might be. Why be blunt to an underhanded king who very clearly is not blunt themselves? To show your moral high ground. Yeah, hard decisions for chief trash. It's toot again, I don't believe... Is this like the 6th time? 6th time! 6th time, yeah. Sixth time. This time will be different. This is the 6th time in 9 episodes that the Chiefs pick the toot and they never won with it. Alright, let's go. The Chiefs plan to dig up Auduhill's legendary horn again and use it to take over the kingdom. First, they must win the favor of the gods by diminishing the kingdom's belief in the Ninth. To advance their scheme, they must lower the combined total of all regions of faith to 12. I get to witness this ancient northern tradition of tooting. How wonderful. Hopefully, we'll see. Odin of the Reaper Dynasty, eccentric reformed cultist, leans delicately on a podium, speaking in a melodious voice. Is this truly reformed? Most excellent. Alyster now sits the throne and the counts are in charge as they should be. But the other regions will already be scheming to depose him. Do we stay loyal to the new king or cut our losses and put me on the throne instead? What do you want to do, counts? Do you want to be loyalists and aid the king? Or maybe you want to try to find a doppelganger and get the lowest achieve the lowest defiance? Or do you want to possess the king with another demon and lower your own defiance? What do you want to do? Loyalty above all? Now, for those of you who may be new, just letting you know in case you don't, it is customary in the King of the Castle community to change the color of your username to the color of your region. That makes it a little bit easier for people to know where you are, you know, which region you are and what you're voting for and something like that. You don't have to though, but just in case you didn't know, that's a thing. Yeah, no demon, loyalists they are. Except for Vaspir and Darth Van Doom. I wonder why. Alright. Van Doom, how could you? Vaspir! That settles it then. Long live the king, may he bring glory and honor to the east. But we can always change our minds. If Alyster ever gets out of line, we can take up our arms and get rid of him the old-fashioned way. You gotta counter the other region's schemes and help me out. Vaspir was expected, yeah. And what do we have here? We have bastard offshoot, and long lost nephew. Lurks has been fucking around, looks like. And a long lost nephew. All of them are related. Huh. Interesting. Wow. Wow. Interesting. Alright. Lurks is a player. Well, let's go. I think Iron Choice is reasonable here. Yeah, let's go. Okay. So, what do we have here? Proposition, the Honor Guard, Dangerous Roads. Let's go with Dangerous Roads first. Haha! I now show my colors as Count! Well, welcome into the purple... I cannot think of the word. Welcome to the purples. Your Highness, the merchants in the north are complaining about bandits. Tell me more, Kiwi. The northern roads are too dangerous to travel, even with guards. Gangs of highly organized, well-armed highwaymen will ambush merchant caravans and steal absolutely everything. Okay, just beat them up. Pay a mercenary company to patrol the roads, make a few empty promises and hope this all goes away. Nope, send a battle-hardened regiment to rout the bandit. We're going to veto the empty promises, we're going to do something about it. And I think we're gonna fight either with mercenaries or regiment. Both are okay. All right. We love military checks. Yeah, I'm down with that. We do the best we can. Can I get the cheese straight up? Yeah, if you vote A, you do. And you lower my money as well, so it's up to you. I see barons and chiefs are a little bit split here, so that might come in the way of them getting the vote they want. Is it too much to ask that I die in peace? Tiernan is like 78. Oh my god. Alright, it looks like it's gonna be C. Let's go. Send a battle-hardened regiment to rout the bandits. Let's see how it goes. We die to protect our people or die a coward. I love that in both options you die. 60% is basically 100%? I think so, yeah. Lurks having lots of bastards in both Aquila and Bearclaw timelines is hilarious. I think that's canon in every universe at this point. Oh, it's a fail. You send a battalion of the North's hardiest veterans, experienced in fighting on foreign fields. If they can't root these bandits out, who can? A month passes. You receive word that the battalion spent weeks marching in circles and chasing bandits who would drop their weapons and blend in with the locals. Finally, the soldiers' frustration turned to anger. In an attempt to flush out the bandit leader, your soldiers burned an entire village to the ground and massacred dozens of peasants. What the fuck, chiefs? The bandit leader, if they were there at all, escaped unharmed. Well, now this is the troop you sent. Northern peasants now view you as a murderous tyrant. Of course they do. Of course they do. And now I see the chiefs as belligerent, unruly, and unreliable. Which is pretty accurate. Yeah, chiefs were always unruly, yeah, that's true. Hey! Does Alyster still like the barons? I don't know. We'll see, your majesty, have an idea. The best since lined parchment, I dare say. An expedition to Chur. Chur? Who's that? The vastness of Chur, your majesty, the great unexplored and untamed continent far across the eastern sea. Chur. You have a lot of wealth at the moment, your highness. It's just sitting around collecting dust. Why not make a sound investment and send explorers to Chur? Who knows what they might find? A treasure, rare materials, ancient history, a new disease. She's a bit too animated when she says the word disease. It has been a bit, yeah. What would Alyster do? Whole set, you welcome and thank you for joining. He probably heard about Chur. I don't know that I don't think he knows exactly how the previous, like, he knows that the previous expeditions didn't go well, but doesn't know the details. I don't think it would be a distraction from the North Dragon Pit. I think Alyster is trying to be to calculate a little bit, you know? Thinking, okay, bad things could happen to damage my reputation, but if I send this expedition and it fails, I don't lose much. I lose a bit of money. If I send this expedition and it succeeds, I get a big reputation boost, which might help me, you know, if dire times come. So I think he might be taking a calculated risk here. 123 years ago, wow. Yeah, I think we do it. I think that Alyster thinks about it and then resolves to go because of that. Yeah. Her eyes light up from behind her spectacles. Wonderful news, I shall make preparations immediately. Expect a brief on your desk very soon. We're going to Chur, everybody. We're going to Chur. Yep, we're going to Chur. Why doesn't he know? What, have the history books been blown up or eaten by a demon? I mean, keep in mind that there aren't a lot of books. We don't have print. And I think that, like, the histories say about people returning and not finding much. But what I'm saying is, so I think that the history books say, oh yeah, the crew came back and they were, you know, a little bit taxed by the expedition. They came back with, you know, not feeling well. But there was a whole, like, the fine details are missing. People having visions, people coming back hearing voices and something like that, you know? That kind of stuff I think is lost. It's lost to history, because it's like the stuff of oral tradition. I have no idea what that is, Lurks. Beach episode? Yeah, no, not the tiny boat. Definitely not the tiny boat. Alright. As is tradition, each region offers a selection of elite guards. Blah, blah, blah. The usuals. My headcanon is that Lennox silently unbanned it, and that's why there's so many Marcher newspapers. I think those are underground newspapers. Unfortunately, we can't recruit the Northern Warriors. There's been a major scandal. They got drunk and burned down a church of the 9th. They did that just not to be selected. Because after what happened. Yeah, they're burning everything. They're burning everything. We have churches of the 9th. Oh, no, it was an old one. Now it had become a bingo parlor. Or it might be the same church that they burned, you know? I think it's the same occurrence. They won't come to the capital until this blows over. You'll need to pick someone else. I think Alyster understands the necessity to open up. He expects the chiefs to be more rowdy, you know, more angered at him than the barons, and I think he wants to open up to the barons a little and be like, yeah, let's work together. So I think he's gonna take the veterans. How could you choose them? I will make the arrangements at once. The veterans arrive a few weeks later. They march into the throne room in perfect formation before lining up behind your throne. Hands on their sword hilts. Each soldier sports a bigger scar than the last. Yeah, I think that's the reasoning behind that. They build a church just to burn it down. Albion Town's House Steel reopened with victory, and more Albion Steel has chosen to reopen the lands of House Steel with a celebration of the event happening in the city of Everall, the capital of House Steel. Okay. Barons always getting picked? I don't know. Is that so? Yeah, the High Inquisitor, not great. Alright, end season. Let's go. Auction time, everybody. Auction time. You know what to do, let's get started. Exclamation mark fund followed by the letter of the building you want to fund followed by the amount of money you want to spend. Your options are lowering farming for the barons with A, lowering stability with B, raising military for the chiefs with C, raising stability with D, lowering faith for the counts with E, and lowering authority with F. What do you want to do? What do you want to do here? I'm gonna let you know when there's 20 seconds left. Which is... now? Oh no. And then 10 seconds left in a moment. 10 seconds left now. There you go. Fund, 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 fund. Fund, 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 fund. Go, 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 go. Spend your money, spend your money. Spend your money. Alright. And that's it. That's it. So what got funded? Oh, okay. D and B. Evil chaos and actual literal trash. Weren't you... Didn't you say you wanted to help the monarch? Are you Vaspir? Yeah, you actually are number 4. Damn. 4,000 gold more than the following position. Good job. Yeah, awesome. So, it's great. Yeah, that's a good way to calculate the delay, I know. Hopeful Destroyer? Let me check. Yes, you are in the game and you are Baron. There you are. Alright, great. I want to read. Alright. The Burnt Village. So you can't assist the king now. I see, I see. It's okay, I understand, I understand. Allegiances and all. The crown should be above all, but I understand, I understand. Well, let's go with the burnt village. Your Majesty, the peasants in the north were enraged by your response to the bandit problem. Perhaps burning down an entire village was a little heavy-handed. I didn't order that. Under feudal law, they must tithe a share of the harvest to the chiefs, but this year they've refused. The chiefs are not taking this well. Are you even the king? I think I am. Oh, actually, good point, Vaspir. You bring up a good point. I absolutely am the king, as you can see in chat. There you go. Thank you. I officially am. Thank you for bringing the thing up. You know, it was necessary. It was necessary. I can't believe I forgot to be the king tonight. So the damn common folk are making us look like fools. Our cities and castles could starve in winter if the council doesn't do something. No. You won't keep your grain. You won't keep your grain. I'm gonna let you decide what to do, but the peasants are not keeping their grain. Tithes matter. So we can either send another regiment to intimidate the peasants into giving up the harvest, or the chiefs shall pay for the harvest rather than collecting these attacks. I think Alyster is okay with both results. He would probably rather have the chiefs pay. You know? Simply because the intimidation, like the relying on the northern armies, didn't end up well last time, so he would probably ask the chiefs to pay. But he's okay with both. He's okay with both. He doesn't actually ask for a specific outcome. The vote is currently very close. It's a 12 to... Oh, wow. 12 to 13. Never mind. It's still very, very close. And I'm gonna be counting down from 5. If you haven't voted, this is the time to do it. Counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. It's a 12 to 14 in the end. Chiefs shall pay for the harvest. The villagers are happy to accept this arrangement and give up their grain in return for the chief's gold. But the chiefs, of course, are outraged. How dare you expect us to pay for our own grain? It was grown in our land. That makes it ours. It doesn't matter who sowed the seeds. Hey, I can smell a rebellion. Let's see expedition. Your Majesty, I have those plans we discussed for the expedition to Chur. Are we almost ready to leave? Not quite, Your Highness. There are still important decisions to be made. Alright, show me. First, we'll need to decide who has the honor of building your ship. Oh, no. Alyster is well aware that the chiefs are angry. And he'd rather settle the matter soon than later. The chiefs wish to build a ferocious longship to cross the sea. It will be well built, but it won't accommodate much on board. The counts have promised a beautiful and ostentatious design, something they call a carrack. It's as expensive as it sounds, however. And the martial lords are by no means expert shipbuilders, but they've offered to make a sturdy cog, and they'll do it for free. Alright, heard enough about the ships. I think we're gonna do the carrack here. Also, the counts are to the east, so it kind of makes more sense that we would build it in an eastern dock. You know? We're doing it for free. I know. But I think we're doing it for... Yeah, let's go with the counts. Very good, Your Majesty. Next, we must decide who will crew your ship. Tell me about the volunteers. Unfortunately, the best of them come at a price. Experienced great ship captains in their crews would be ideal, but won't be free. There are also those in the Navy who are equally experienced, but enlisting them would reduce our naval strength for a time. You could also levy amateur peasant crews or even use prisoners, but I don't know how much you could trust them to get to where they need to go. Damn, that's 1,000. 1,000 is a lot. 1,000 is a lot. 1,000 is a lot of money. Yeah, that's true. We might conscript a crew from the Navy here. Yeah, I think it's gonna have to be the Navy. I'll make the arrangements. There is one more thing, Your Majesty. The ship will be large enough to house additional expedition members or store extra cargo you wish to send across the sea. She hands you a list indicating there's room on the boat to fit in 2 options. Scholars, priests, soldiers, gold, horse. A military crew is a good pick. I mean, you know, we're sending a military crew. So I'm kind of tempted to send like scholars, since we already have a military crew. Yeah. I'm surprised we have any priests left to send, right? But the thing is this. Alyster is aware that some people still follow the ninth. Some families still follow the ninth. So he might be willing to send priests. Like, think about it. This is an Eastern ship manned by Eastern military naval personnel, by scholars that kind of, you know, follow the crown's orders. So we might, like, horse is probably not really needed. It's not guaranteed that we can, you know, make good use of them. Soldiers, we already have them. Gold, no sense. So, you know, priests is good for reputation. And Alyster is very good at calculating. You know, at... there are some 90s under rocks and stuff. And Counts recently summoned a demon, yeah. True. It's amazing how the East summons a demon and declares they are the holiest ones, right? We're doing it, Spain. Günther Gnusk, hey, welcome back. How you doing? Thank you for joining, and thank you so much for the sub. I really, really, really appreciate it. It helps a lot. 2 months for you. I'm happy to have you back as always. Thank you so much, Günther Gnusk. It's very kind of you. Mwah. Helps a lot. Hope you're doing well. So, yeah, I think so. Yeah, they also have the highest fate. I think I'm ready. So scholars for sure. And then I think priests. And then I think priests. Purely out of political move. You know, for reputation. Possibly the remaining Holy Easterners are volunteering to go to Chur where there aren't any demon summoning counts. I think it's a mixed crew of priests from... actually, yeah, only the East. Exactly, and if they die, too bad. Too shy, welcome back. Wait, you changed your username. Ha, that's cool. Yeah, I think we're good with that. Let's go. Sir, the scholars and priests all killed each other after a debate broke out. Oh god, I hope that's not the case. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome to Shy Shy. I would like to send some of my men on the ship as extra support. Of course you can. Of course you can. So some of your military personnel? Definitely. Even though, aren't you a horse lord? Isn't your house specialized on horses and knights? I don't know that if we have, you know, space for knights. You're gonna have to set footmen. If you want to send a few, send a few. Fantastic, I think that's everything. I shall get to work immediately, Your Majesty. She picks up her scribbled notes and diagrams and hurries out of the room, her spectacles bouncing slightly on her nose. The ship is completed in record time. Clearly the counts are eager to impress. You see it off from the harbor by the end of the season. What's the name of the ship? The crew are eager and the ship looks sturdy. You can only hope they bring back something worth the investment, or come back at all. Oh, what's that? Redwood Eagle, thank you so much for the follow. Glad to have you with us tonight. I hope you're doing well. And thank you for joining. You're a chief! There you are, with a nice mustache. As one would like to send some alchemists on the ship in order to investigate the unique geological and biological phenomena. Sure, of course. Granted. You gotta be a dick, don't be a dick to other nobles. Yep. The old reliable. Or the Tatiana. Or the Lennox. The Advent. I am, it's not military. They are tacticians trying to see the new lands and see if we can learn something. We will share with the kingdom, of course. Okay, yeah, you can send a few. You should call it Big Boat. The Tatiana, right? Nine Gods Revival. The Belfeminar. Oh, no. That's heretical. No. How does it work? First time playing? If you need an introduction, I'm gonna give it to you. Alright. And finding a spouse. Let's go. Tatiana sounds like a Titanic disaster. Yeah, you're right. The Belfemir's Bane. A little too on the nose. Yeah, we'll see. Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I mean, you decide it. You can decide it together. Yeah, you are in the game, Redwood Eagle. You are a chief. There you are. Again, if you need an introduction to how the game plays, let me know, and I'm gonna explain things to you. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference, men, women, or do you not mind? I think I want ladies. Okay, let's go. I've played it, just not in a stream. Okay. Can we call this ship Lost Destiny? I think you can decide together, right? I'm assuming there's going to be a thread on Discord. It's an easy enough decision. Your marrying into the counts as agreed before you took the throne, right? Right? Hello, Fun Doom. So, basically, on Twitch, the difference is you're not playing on the app, but you're playing in chat. So, you just play the game as normal, but you have to type in chat what you want to do. That's the main difference. Everything else is the same. The Obradin is a pretty cool name. I'm not gonna lie. Jabberwocky, welcome. The Obradin is pretty cool. She's not fond of the king. And kind of preoccupied. Why? Why would that be? So I think that Alyster would just say, you know what, we need to find the expedition to Chur. And get some money. From everybody. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Silverblade, welcome. How you doing? Hello. You know, like, not wanting this to be a a habit, not something that is recurring, but something to guard against dire times. Like, and honestly, he would even speak very openly to the counts, saying, "Hey, I'm expecting the chiefs are going to rebel. Let me get some money so that I can pay for some mercenaries if we need them, and make short work of them." That's the general idea. Like, he's expecting the northern men to create more problem. Glad to hear you're doing good, Silverblade. Happy to have you with us tonight. Oh, no, Tycho. Alyster wants to accelerate it. At this point, Alyster already sees, like, the Northern Rebellion as an inevitability. So he wants to take care of it as soon as possible so that they go back to their place. You know, to put them back into their place as soon as possible. Now, he wants to show he's strong. Because he thinks that the chiefs don't think he's strong enough. The chiefs are angry and don't regard him as stronger than them. And he wants to show them. Exactly, Alyster with the rebellion on the horizon, I can take them. Like, this is a power move to say, I'm not afraid, do it. I'm here waiting for you. He's kind of taunting the north, yeah. It's like, do it if you're brave enough. And if you do, I'm gonna smash you. Yeah, he wants to beat a rebellion to show his power. He feels like it's like the very early events that happened with the chiefs make him think that a rebellion is inevitable in the long run. And so he'd rather face it now, when he feels he has control. And that's what he's gonna do. Uh-oh. Marley. Marley, I'm so sorry. I'm a little scared of the chiefs. They'll probably burn down my house or something. The decisive place would be how the monarch acts, so long as they don't side with the chiefs, he's confident. Yeah. Yeah. Sixth streak, holy crap. Yep, the Marley. Sorry, Marley. All according to plan. Well, we'll see. Well, let's do this. Your Majesty, my little birds have brought most interesting news. Baroness Marley is a traitor. Anthony the Eternal, hey, welcome back, and thanks so much for the Prime sub. That's much appreciated. Thank you. That helps a lot, truly. Thank you for the kind thought. Hope you're doing well, Anthony. Join right in time to rebel. Ah, yeah, welcome. Because neutrality and protection is to its northern members. Yeah, it's okay. Work. God damn it. Work. Oftentimes not too pleasant. I hope at least it's not too heavy. But thanks again, Anthony. I hope I can keep you company a little bit and, you know, make it lighter. Alright, let's go. She's been selling Marcher military secrets to Ashmead for substantial amounts of cash. All lies! Your Majesty, I've been feeding Ashmead strategic misinformation to lull them into a false sense of security. And besides, you can't cut my head off. My family invented the Marley time. It's in the name. The old King Oscar... The old King Oscar promised my family it would never be used against us. Would you break that vow? That vow never existed. Oscar promised it. Pfft. Work in a grocery store. So it's busy. Oh, I see. Well then, good luck with work, Anthony. Glad I can keep you company, even in busy times. Why are you all holding Marley's sword fight? You stand by your north? Yeah, why did we lose one military, right? Misinformation, Oscar's words is, yeah. Trusting Oscar's word, right? Oh, yeah. No. Alyster freaking hates Oscar. It's very awkward. Confiscate her ill-gotten gains, but let her leave? I don't think that's an option. I mean, Marley's dead, right? Yeah, A or B, exactly. Yeah. I mean, A is fine for me. Yeah, right? Firing squad sounds fine. I don't think, honestly, I think that the honor of the nobles of the kingdom is, like, I think that Alyster trusts the honor of the nobles of the kingdom. So I think it's just gonna say, shot her full of arrows. And that's it. Yeah. And that's it. How do you even vote on this? You can avoid voting if you want to. Yeah. Yeah. Ready the muskets. No, we're not saving a traitor. We're not saving a traitor. We're definitely not saving a traitor. Definitely not saving a traitor. Nah. Alright, it's kind of close. 11 to 8, 12 to 8. I'm gonna be counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. There we go. There we go. I never realized how passionate I was about stopping traitors. There we go. Now you have a new character trait. Have Baroness Marley shot full of arrows instead. Yeah, that's what happened, Vaspir. Marley's dead. Yeah. Baroness Marley is tied to a tree. Your archers raise their bows. Hang on, maybe cutting my head off would be quicker. Is it too late to change my mind? The only answer is a volley of arrows. Marley, welcome back. Last thing was the auction. Oh, there might be a rebellion soon. Yeah. Oh, there is a rebellion. There we go. That's what you missed. You missed King Alyster not being afraid of a northern rebellion and the chiefs rebelling. Yeah. Overrun by bandits. Every day more bandits attack our roads in the north. We are overrun with scoundrels and outlaws. I've looked into this, Your Majesty. A leader of sorts has emerged from among the rebels. For now, the lawless come do his bidding. Tell me more. He calls himself the Gallows Man because he was given the nose twice and survived both times. He's a vicious fellow, and his bandits have been known to slaughter penniless pilgrims for sport. The local villagers are all terrified of him. That's why they don't turn him in and let his gang hide amongst them when the sheriff comes knocking. Who cares who he is? We need to kill him and teach the others a lesson. Okay. Valera now dons the full responsibility of head of House Tide. Let me just post the portrait in Discord. Sure! Sure. So what do? Place a hefty bounty, send a spy to join the bandits and find the location of their hideout. Tempt one of the bandits to ride out their leader. Already wasted enough resources on this, time to move on. I think we try it. I think we place a bounty. Yeah, I'm good with that. Sounds good. Sounds good. I mean, this is trouble for the kingdom, right? Because they're killing peasants, and we don't want them killing peasants. Even if it's the north. Yeah. Northern village is terrified by their troops and by bandits. Pretty much anytime Tiernan comes up, she's been so much more cruel and heartless than I expect. Right? That's true. That's true. Alright. Let's go with A. And it's a failure. Nobody comes forward to claim your bounty. The gallows man and his gruesome crew grow bolder by the day, even attacking chiefs in their carriages. There we go. No risk of stopping the rebellion, don't worry about that. And you know, guess who I'm not gonna marry? The revolting is just proving that chiefs are truly unruly. Exactly. And the North is just not accepting my... Oh god. Bounties is the word, I found 3 potential matches for you. Yes, I know. Yeah, let's see the eligible bachelorettes. Let's see them. Your authority? No, the bounties is what I meant. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Sorcha. Which means female mouse in Italian. It's a very slangy way to say female mouse. Sorcho is mouse, you know, and Sorcha is the female mouse. Yeah, Marley, striking again. This is Sorcha, firstborn daughter of the Northern Risk Player clan. She's been a melancholy sort ever since she was a child, but otherwise she's isn't enough company. Always got her nose in a book, from what I've heard. Had a bit of controversy a while back when her clan hall burned down. She was to blame somehow. Why do they burn everything? What's up with the chiefs? They're burning every single freaking building in the north. Oh god. Oh, I want to see the Hesperus. Why are they burning everything? Bold female mouse. Their rebel energy can't be contained. They're rebelling against themselves first, and then against the crown. Yeah, not interested. This is Varenika, the eldest daughter of the Eastern Wild Vikings dynasty. I'm not sure why the artist made her look so severe, just a trick of the light, perhaps. She bought a controlling interest in a silver mine in the east and made a killing. She did have to suppress a peasant revolt on her land recently. I wonder why. That might not be good. Good for us. They burn because they need the warmth. It's called... They shouldn't burn their own houses. At least there's something in the chief's water. So you build houses just to burn them. I see. She's an intriguing candidate. Yeah, she looks really dope. And then we have the March's offering. Gloria, sign of the prestigious Sirs Luctus bloodline. A typical baroness, really loud and brash and self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning. Like most of the barons, her great passion is hunting. No beast is safe from her crossbow. And nor is she, actually. She walks with a limp ever since she shot herself in the shin trying to hit a ferret. Gloria is cool. It's like a Burning Man thing, yeah. She's a little slow, but she's good company. I appreciate the honesty. Yeah, typical count and typical baron. Could the chiefs be possessed by the demonic forces? Oh, it might be. It might be that, you know, brought up, awakened something. Sounds like a laugh. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. Ducky Fox! Hello and welcome, and thank you for joining. How are you doing? You are... Ducky? You're a chief! You are rebelling! So you are angry, I'm assuming. Hello. You can either prove you are a puppet of the chief or show martial solidarity. I mean, I'm not going to marry a chief. Definitely not. I'm gonna look at the two options again. I'm leaning towards the march. Oh, East puppet. I'm leaning toward towards the march just to consolidate the good relationship between the two regions. Hi, Ducky. There's the peasant. That's not an option, Vaspir, no. Will not aid the revolt, but cannot aid the loyalist forces. That's fair, but problematic, because the crown should be above everything still. So that might be problematic. Like, your first loyalty is to the crown. So, yeah. Huh. Alyster seems to favor the east, but your guard is from the march. Yeah. I think that Alyster is like in the public politics is favoring the march, and in more practical matters is favoring the east a little bit. So, you know, he's walking that fine line. Yeah, this is absolutely the RP-focused dynasty, yes. Yeah, I think it's the march, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah, and also securing, exactly, the alliance of the march for the upcoming civil war. Yeah. Yeah, let's go. Excellent, I'll make the arrangements. Yeah. Alright, let's end the season, and let's get ready for war. Deep in the forests of the march, Baroness Northwind has gone boar hunting with a few of her close friends. Given the recent turmoil, the council is calling for the king's inner circle to resign. Sweet, how could you? We need to increase the pressure. If the king is in a weak enough position, he's got no choice but to bow to our demands. Don't say magnet, that includes mag. A lot has actually started to shift towards being more loyal to Alyster. I'm glad you think that. Yeah, you know. And no more interference, Spymaster. No more Marshal or Chancellor or Treasurer. A whole new inner circle, all made up of barons. And the barons, see, look at that. They are actually happy that Alyster is relying on them. For the next stage of their scheme, the barons must lower authority to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Can I be the Spymaster? If you win the rebellion, yeah, why not? Just don't want to fight against the coalition, but chief work. Yeah, I get it. But still, your loyalty should be to the crown first. None of this makes sense. None of this makes sense. Rebellion report. Alright. We've got a rebellion on our hands. The royal wedding. I don't think there's going to be a royal wedding. Yeah, the civil war casts a shadow over your wedding. Instead of being a joyous public holiday, the day arrives without much pomp and ceremony. Still, all your loyal nobles have arrived in the capital to keep up appearances. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Gloria at your side. Do you take this woman as your lovely wedded wife? Of course I do. And, like, look at this. This is perfectly timed. It's like, oh, there's a rebellion, and I'm marrying a baron. Just to consolidate the union of the two houses, of the two regions. Just sitting there. Yeah. I do. Then I pronounce you king and wife. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Gloria, dances so vigorously that she spills wine all over herself. By the time you find yourself alone with Gloria, it's past midnight, and you've never felt more tired. Good God, I'm so drunk, and yet somehow not drunk enough. Time for more wine. How are you still so full of energy? Is that so? Is that so? Yeah. Oh, you sound just like my mother. She's been asking that question since I was 5 years old and swinging from the chandelier. Okay. What did you think of the wedding? It was damn beautiful from start to finish, wasn't it? I had a whale of a time. So what do you like to do in your spare time? Nothing beats the romance of the hunt. Roaming the great outdoors, searching for my prey. Well... Alyster knows his duty. We go to bed together? No time like the present. She sweeps back the last dregs of her wine and leads you to the bed. Of course, of course. Of course we do. Of course we do. Rebellion! Get to your royal duty, Your Highness. Yep, pretty much. Death by Snoo Snoo. God, I love that. I love that episode. Awesome. Oh yeah, Lord Mason, ask on Discord and you will be answered. You can also check out our world anvil. You can find it at !WA. And there is a template for noble houses. So you can see all the different informations that you can input. Plus, if you go around and look, I would recommend looking at the Aquila Dynasty, because the Bearclaw Dynasty is a little bit lagging behind. If you look at the Aquila Dynasty archives or previous dynasty, you're gonna see, you can just visit the pages of a bunch of different nobles and see what they wrote. It's a nice mustache, I agree. Yeah, the command is !WA. Oh, if you do trash, it's probably gonna mean that you were forced to. I see the Chiefs are here, the screen is on fire. Yep. Yep, definitely. I must leave now. May the martial triumph over the north and the king win. Lord Mason, I appreciate that. It was a pleasure to have you, and I hope to see you again next time. Next stream should be on Friday, and then we continue this every Wednesday. Take care. Awesome, Lord Mason. Yeah, it happens, Vasper. Don't beat yourself up. All right. At long last, the chiefs have reached their boiling point. You are confronted in your throne room by Chief Redwood Eagle, their tattoos seeming to shift in the light of the braziers. Chiefs of the North will rip that false crown from your head and stomp it into the mud. We will be fighting for glory, for honor, and for Jorah, the true monarch. This is a formal declaration of war. The next time we see each other, we'll be on the battlefield. We seize them. Come along, night traders, get the chop. What? But you can't do this, I'm an envoy. See how the king's tyranny grows worse by the day. You watch one, waste no time. Chief Redwood Eagle is dragged out into the courtyard and their head is struck from their shoulders. Welcome, Thrifty! How you doing? I only got to finish Tatiana yesterday and start Harold. I mean, that's already great, Vaspier. Wow. Amazing job. Like, with all that's happening, that's been going on in your life, that's already amazing that you're managing to catch up that much. And I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding at all. See? Yeah, rip Redwood Eagle. Just joined, immediately dead. I didn't expect them to move so boldly, Your Majesty. I think that Alyster, you know, doesn't quite respect what's going on. And also, Alyster is very decisive against traitors. Like, Marley came up as a traitor, okay, and she got killed. And same thing goes with Redwood Eagle. No mercy for traitors, I think, is the idea here. How did things get this bad? No, what are our chances against the rebels? I like, Alyster knows full well how things got this bad. The chiefs are formidable but not undefeatable. The leader of the rebellion is Chief Efrable Bizarre. He's citing your past transgressions, the fact that you used dark magic to seize the throne, the time you burned down a peasant village. Urge to murder rising. Yes, your majesty, hold on to that feeling, so you'll need it. This is civil war. The kingdom is divided. There will be a lot of death and suffering. Let's go. Very martial ideal indeed. Yeah, right? Opening strike! The chief burned the village, but they blamed me. Too long have those bastards in the Crownlands held us down. Too long have they called us heathens and mocked us our way of life. Hey! Evil chaos. Now is the time to take up our axes and fight back. Morgana's with us. We'll burn their churches and string up their lion priests. Hey! Now I ask you, brave chiefs of the Free North, where will we strike first? We can launch a preemptive strike against the Barons to cripple their military capabilities. If we suspect the counts may join our cause, we can call them to war. They'll be more likely to join us if the king's authority is low. Or finally, we could send off an assassin to nip this in the bud. This is honorable, of course, but convenient. I love that. We got a bunch of A's in chat now. Alright. What churches, what priests? Let's go. Chiefs of the North, what do you want to do? Do you want to launch a preemptive strike on the Barons, 50%? Call upon the counts to join your cause, 10%, or send an assassin. And Ephra, of course, votes to kill the Honor Guard. Also, congrats, first rebellion of the Bearclaw Dynasty. Oh, you're right! You are right. The Marcher veterans are the King's Honor Guard. Remember the last time chiefs attacked a potential ally in Luda's reign? Did not end well for them. That's true. That's true. Wow, this is the first one of the dynasty. I thought this would be a much more bloody dynasty, you know? Given how it's centered around strength. Congrats to Alyster for being officially more hated than Harald and Oscar. I don't think so. I don't think so. By the chiefs, at least. Okay, it's a 50-50 chance to get the 50-50 chance or to get... Yeah, it's a conflict right now. If anybody wants to vote, this is the time. So... I'm really surprised. Yeah, it's the first one. It took 9 episodes to get a rebellion. And keep in mind that this monarch kind of encouraged the rebellion. Didn't do anything to stop it. It shows the monarch's strength. Oh, that's true, Northwind. That's a good point. Alright, I'm gonna count down from 5 here. And, right, Vasper? Yeah. I'm gonna count down from 5 so that if any other chief wants to vote, they can. Count down from 5. Last opportunity. 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. I disagree, Northwind. I don't think he sucks at asserting himself. I think he's just playing the game that way. Launch a preemptive strike against the Barons. On the Barons. I think he's kind of letting it happen out of calculations. You know? Honestly, I thought rebellions had fallen out of fashion in the community because they screwed over schemes and derailed games. I think... No, I don't think so. In one-shots, maybe, but, you know, in Dynasty play, I don't think so. I think they're good content. The chiefs launch a surprise attack on the march, slashing and burning their way across fields and farmlands. Before they can get too far, however, the Marcher army springs an ambush, catching the northern soldiers totally unawares. Huzzah! No mercy for traitors! Long live the king! The northern army are forced into a disorderly retreat back to their own lands, losing demoralized troops to ambush and desertion along the way. Good job, Barons. Holy crap. With the assault of coalition-aligned Marcher forces, the coalition officially joins the side of the crown. That's what I wanted to hear. Yeah, that's why I didn't trust the 50%. Bah. Alyster wants to prove himself by stopping it after it starts. But it's only the Chiefs who think that way. And I think that Alyster is kind of... Yeah, he's playing the game where he doesn't want to... Like, trying to show that you're strong, in his mind, means you're weak. Mean you're not as strong. So he's acting like he doesn't have to show, because he's strong. He's letting actions speak louder than words. Long live the king, aka more than 2 years. Alright. A lot of smaller games. The game always chose me as the leader of loyalist forces. Will it continue? We'll see. In the back rooms of the royal palace, the eastern counts are poring over secret letters and scribbled diagrams. We've got shiny quarks. The king didn't marry Varanika, but at least he married someone. Now he just needs to get on finding with an heir. And handle Gamer. Indeed, the clock is ticking. The war is going to make things very difficult. Now we're going to have to deal with both insidious plots and treasonous rebels at the same time. Alright. Counts, you gotta help me. Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. Boom! Alright. Always a scheming. Mustering an army, murder on the road. Let's take a look at murder on the road. With a rebellion kicking off in the north, the bandit problem is no longer your problem, and the chiefs ignore it. They have bigger things to worry about. Of course, this is good news for the gallows man and his gang, whose numbers are swollen by deserting soldiers. They'll be plaguing roads in the north for years to come. That's what you get. I'll be muting up, have something to do, be watching in the background. Okay, sure. They just don't really care. I mean, that's what you get when you know? When you don't recognize that you need the help of the crown. He hopes the chiefs do not win, for if they do, things in the kingdom could go from bad to worse. That's true. Good job, Marley. I love Gallows Man now. Mustering an army. Along the northern borders, countless horns are blowing, axes are sharpened. The chiefs of the north have united their warrior clans under one banner. It's time we marched on the capital and brought Valtor's flail down upon the cursed Crownlands. Okay. That guy just arrived, nodded, and that was it. Wait, what? There was no event? That was it? Yeah, he mustered. Well, I guess that's it. Yeah. He's leading to your DX. Didn't even say A. I almost spit out water, Express. My bad, wrong clan hole. I think what happened there is that's probably an event that allows a region to recoup some military in case it's below 5. But since it's above 5, that happened. That's my reasoning. That's what I think happened there. Maidenless, welcome back and thank you for joining. God, I want a clip of that. I really want a clip of that. Oh, go back. I don't know how to describe it. Like, you should go back and watch it, Arthur. Go back 2 minutes and watch it. Vast armies darken the landscape like the shadows of clouds. Flags are flying, drums are pounding in rhythm with the marching of boots. The kingdom is gripped with trivial war. At least that's what you imagine. You just, play miniature games like it's Warhammer. Your Majesty, the army of the north is advancing on the capital, led by that treacherous Chief Ephraim Bolvizar. I've received word from the commander of our loyalist forces in the march. If they march now, they'll intercept the chiefs in a matter of days. Alternatively, they could join forces with the army of the east. It's risky, but together they have a higher chance of defeating the accursed chiefs. What are your orders, your majesty? Junkie, hey, welcome back. Seen a lot of rebellions recently. This is our first in 9 episodes. I think the barons should fight the northern army head on. We're not scared. Very well, your majesty. I'll relay your orders to Baron Steel 40k, the commander in the field. Look at that. Look at that. Steel. You're the commander, Steel. We have our orders, but should we follow them? Barons of the March, what do you want to do? Do you want to follow orders and send the Marcher army to fight the rebels? Do you want to fight on your own? Do you want to defy orders and link up with the counts? Or do you want to hang back and let the rebels march on the capital without challenge? The coalition will not suffer a northern attack. This is great. There we go. Let the drum rumble. We cannot leave our lands unguarded, and I wouldn't ask you to do it. Blood for the blood god. Best of luck to your barons. I don't like risks. Oh, it's fine. It's fine, don't worry. Alright. You've beaten them once. I'm confident you can beat them again. Let's see. The whole city holds its breath. You stew in your palace, waiting for your marshal's return. The heart beats to the stomping rhythm of war. Its body is awakening once more. Its herald has returned. Chaos is coming with the air itself, smelling of rot. You know, that's a little less concerning to Alyster than it could be to other people. Let's see. Finally, she burst into your throne room, drenched in blood and sweat of battle. 60% chance. Marshal report. At dawn, we drew up in battle formations. It's all very orderly at first, your majesty, but after the trumpets blow in the cavalry charge, it's nothing but blood and screams. Anyway, after the mist lifted, I appraised the situation. The northern line was breaking. They were fleeing the field. Barons of the March, you have my respect. Yeah, Alyster is glad, and it again. If you remember, Northwind, Alyster has been planning and calculating since the start, since he was crowned. Like, the whole Chur expedition was all about calculation and return. He picked a Marcher honor guard. Like, this is a plan. Good job, barons. Keep my helm to you, a battle well fought. It was a total rout, your majesty. Whoa, this is rough. With your loyalists scarcely taking a scratch, the 9th is with us. Huzzah! This is only the first battle, your majesty. We haven't yet won the war. The northern army is scattered all over the countryside. It'll be months before they can regroup. This gives the counts time to bolster their troops. This is devastating. This is devastating. The event requires trade or faith or farming to be 6 or higher. Oh, shit. I didn't know. Oh my god. Oh, that's awesome, Shiny Girls. Thank you. If you want to post that on Discord, that would be great. I really want to rewatch that. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Well, I'm dead. We will prevail. That's the spirit. Now I really must be going. I have a lot to take care of. Okay, auction time. Weird. I see what your plans are, my liege. And as long as the light fights on, you shall have the forces of Real at your beck and call. So because they enter the season with 6 or higher, the event spawn? Yeah, and one Gallow man later, and they're locked out. Yeah, yeah. Alright. Auction time, let's go! Exclamation mark, fund followed by the letter of the building you want to fund, followed by the amount of money you want to spend. Your options are raising farming for the barons with A, which is not too bad since it's kind of low. Lowering authority with B. Raising military for the chiefs with C. Raising trade for the chiefs with D. Raising faith for the counts with E, and raising stability with F. Not too bad either. I'll let you know when there's 20 seconds left. Redwood, you have 1,100 gold. Also, if you're not sure how much money you have, you always start with 1,000. 20 seconds left now, so you can bet lower than that. And if you want to bet everything you have, you can just say fund 10,000, and it's gonna spend the maximum amount of money. 10 seconds left now. Do the thing, do the thing, do the thing. You can spell Chief Architect with that chief. Alright. So what do we do? What do we do? Marley spending a bunch of money on a library, raising stability. And actual literal trash. Making a theater. Huh. Huh. Tom von Ansburg, hello and welcome back. How you doing? Glad to see you. Yeah, Shinyworks, you've been here for a while. An unexpected opportunity. Alright. Let's see that. Yeah, if you... Wait, it gave you your money back? That's weird. Oh, I love that dragon pit. I want to see that in the theater. Honestly, he's a lot nicer than we ever thought a demon guy would be, right? He's just determined. Your Majesty, as the chiefs were marching through the marsh, they were hit by a fierce rainstorm. Unable to progress through the mud, they've set up camp beside the Rustwater River. So they're sitting ducks? Precisely, we must strike. Don't be foolish, Marshal. Do you think our own troops are immune to the weather? We'll have the same problems. If I may suggest another option, Your Majesty, the chiefs are drawing all their water from the Rustwater River. If we were to poison the upstream, their troops would suffer greatly. Fighting a war with poison leaves a bad taste in my mouth, but not as bad as the taste it'll leave in the mouth of the chiefs. Ha! Let's do it. And you know, I don't think he actually likes it. Yeah, I don't like it. Think about it, Your Majesty. We gain so much and risk so little. I agree with the king, it's a terrible idea. And furthermore, how do we expect us to poison a whole river? If we herd all the cattle in the march onto the riverbank upstream and make them shit in it, it's gonna work. I don't feel comfortable with these, Your Majesty. I'll need council approval before I proceed. You didn't expect it, right? I don't think he likes it. I think he strongly believes that we can win this war just militarily. We don't need to resort to tricks. Yeah, I think we just ambush it and show our true strength. I don't think we need any tricks. I don't think we need to play dirty. An ambush is all we need. An ambush is all we need. And also he thinks of, you know, the image damage that using such a trick could provide. We win battles on the battlefield. They ambushed us first, we're gonna ambush them now. But we fight an honorable fight. Unless what the chiefs have been doing. Unlike what the chiefs have been doing. Ambush the rebel camp with all available martial troops. And it's a success. Ho 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 ho. Yeah, that's more like it. A good old-fashioned battle as the Ninth intended. Your martial soldiers prove more resilient to reign than the chiefs. They charge into the camp, taking the rebels by surprise and wreak havoc. By the time the chiefs have rallied their troops, your soldiers have already melted back among the trees, leaving chaos in their wake. That'll show the bastards, and we didn't even need to dishonor ourselves in the process. I maintain it was a perfectly viable strategy. Can we just say that Alyster managed to win a rebellion without ever losing a battle. Without ever losing a battle. And look at the chief's military now. It's laughable. Yeah, rebelling now, not a great option. It made sense narratively, but look what happened. The final battle. But I think I like Alyster now. Yeah, exactly, and the East didn't even have to get involved. I'm actually starting to respect Alyster, right? Like, he's played it well. I want to say that the force of Real led the ambush on the chiefs, given our expertise. Makes sense, yeah. Exactly, Darth Von Doom. A chief rebellion has been building up for 9 episodes, and now it's been utterly crushed. Yeah. Yeah, whatever you say, still. They failed to get the march on their side, and now Alyster is my loyalty. Being actually pretty cool, even with the, you know, the demon stuff. The chiefs have gathered the scattered army far faster than we thought possible. They were resuming their march on the capital, but they're weakened. Now is the perfect time for the counts to finish them off. Victory will be ours. I'll send word to the counts that it's time to strike. We can only hope they listen to your orders, Your Majesty. Counts, do what you have to do, and at this time, it's 100% chance. Show them what we're capable of. Finish this off. Take your part of glory. Yeah, Alyster is a man of power. Definitely. It's a certain victory. Baspir being completely unhappy. And Darth Von Doom still not liking this. We're the hammer, you're the anvil, strike them down. That's so great. That's perfect. That's beautiful. With me, my rangers, and Sleipnirian riders. Yeah, this is a bloodbath. Let's finish this. Let's end this. Your marshal rides out with your orders, leaving you to wait anxiously for the outcome of the battle. The next few days are agony. When she finally returns, she strides into your throne room with that triumphant gleam in her eyes. Marshal report. We lured the chiefs into a forest that we'd scouted ahead of time. While their column was stretched out, we sprung an ambush. One military! One! The cooperation between the Marsh and the East will never be forgotten, and I agree. And I agree. Oh my god. This is devastating! This is devastating. It was an utter slaughter. We chased them through the forest for days, harrying them relentlessly. Eventually they made their final stand on a hilltop, but by that point they'd lost all morale. Sure, Marley. The crows ate well these last few days, let me tell you. I haven't seen that many corpses since I was a little girl. Given the woeful state of their military, I don't think the chiefs have much fight left in them. This calls for a glass of wine. No? Actually, no nasty surprises. Still calculating, not yet, Your Majesty. All that's left is mopping up. Manager Maid, welcome back and thank you for joining. How you doing? So late? Oh, don't worry. We are, yeah. we just won a rebellion here. That's quite a concerning comment. It is. Yeah, that's true, Baspir. That's true, I remember. Event the axe back in the peace talks. Spare Ephra for the axe. Nah, they can keep their axe. I think the axe is obsolete at this point. I think this show of force is what, you know? I think that comes up. Somebody brings it up during the peace treaties, and Alyster says something along those lines. Of like, yeah, Alyster does care about symbols, but if they bring up results, right? If they're functional. We have the Maritime. I asked that you pardon the clan trash as they... What? As they, while he as a chief had no part in this revolt and was safeguarded by the coalition. We'll see. Some heads will have to fall. Yeah, I think that it's somebody brings it up, and Alyster says it doesn't matter, they can keep it. They can keep it if they have it right now. I don't remember. They do, because like you were saying, take back the axe, right? So I'm assuming that they have it. So it's, yeah, I don't need an axe to have them submit to me. Oscar kept the axe. Okay. You know, then he probably gives it back. He probably, oh my god. Oh my god. Listen to this. Let's get to the event. Let's get to the event. The first lure render gave it, but it looked like apparently it was a fake. Like some internal roleplay among players, you know, made it so that it wasn't a fake. Your marriage to Gloria has grown stale. Oh, you get along well enough and you've made some good memories together, but there's no spark. She cares more about hunting innocent animals than your happiness. But spark or no spark, you still need an ear. Congrats are in order. Blah blah blah. Something's still missing. All right. We'll talk to you again when the realm is at peace. So next season. Somewhere in the march, Baroness Northwind sits at a bank at gnawing on a greasy chicken leg. She and her fellow plotters discuss their scheme between mouthfuls. The council demands a shake-up, but the king resists all calls to replace his advisors. A great shame, there's little we can do while the king's position is so powerful. The barons aim to lower authority to 4 or less. And that's it. And I think we just do a normal tax here. Yeah. Just an ordinary tax. Yeah. Probably gonna take some money from the chiefs again later. The war's end. I suppose this means that your final act against the rebellion chiefs will have to make a huge impact on the Legion, given how they've been behaving for decades. Yeah. The rebel army has crumbled. They've ordered a massive push into their lands, looting and pillaging the whole way. As we speak, your majesty, our armies are laying siege to Chief Ephra Bulbizar's fortress. We'll make the chiefs pay for their betrayal. I'll leave that up to you. First off, I need to go siege a bloody castle. Victory! The marshal rides back out to oversee the siege. A few days later, you receive word that Chief Ephra Bulbizar's castle has fallen, and just like that, the rebellion is over. Soon, the armies of the barons and the counts are parading through the city, waving their banners and showing off their loot. Meanwhile, Chief Ephra Bulbizar, the leader of the rebellion, is brought to you in chains. Common folk crowd into the palace to watch the trial. We fought with honor. Our ancestors smile on us for resisting your tyranny. Oh my god, 0 military. Oh my god. So, Thrifty age 1. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing, Thrifty. So, warning about what? So listen, this is what's happening. This is what's happening. You talked about an axe, right? So Alyster has Halbjorn's axe. What happens now is Alyster sentences Chief Ephra Bulbizar to death. He's gonna be executed with that same axe, and then he's gonna gift the axe, still bloodied, back to the north. Talk about a show of power. He's gonna have him executed with Halbjorn's axe, and then it's gonna be, here's your axe. With the chief of your rebellion's blood on it, you can keep it. That's bloody metal. Yeah. T-pose for dominance. That's what happens. That's what Alyster does. This will either get him hated or worshipped. That's a good way to put it. Alyster is unhinged. Yeah. So the chiefs receive a bloody Halbjorn's axe back, but it's completely bloody with the blood of Ephra. Stiff-backed and silent, Chief Ephra Bulbizar is dragged out to the city square and led up onto a platform before the roaring masses. Yeah, the event says the Marley awaits him. Not really. We retcon this. No, not the Marley. Nope. Yeah. In game we have the Marley times, but the king is gonna make an exception for this one. Like, this is the kind of little freedoms that I mentioned, right? Remember? Yeah. Remember at the start of the dynasty I said, in these roleplay heavy dynasties, we take a little bit of freedom sometimes, you know? And change some things that happen in the events to fit the lore that we devise. And same thing with, you know, some premises maybe. So, this is exactly what happened. This is what happens. No, we didn't. No, we got a person to decapitate Ephra with Halbjorn's axe. Yeah, believe whatever you want, Ephra, you're dead, it's fine. And just like that, the North is defeated, the rebellion is over, the kingdom is yours again. As you sit, holy crap, resplendent, atop your throne, the common folk raise a mighty cheer. Long live the king, they shout. Long live the king. Good job. Good job to the March, to the barons, and the counts. Hold up, are we talking about the genuine axe? I thought wait, what? I thought roleplay wise the axe was at Freehill at one point and Darthwind was researching it, so we actually using the axe to chop some heads to send the message to the north. Yeah, I think that the king, someone was saying the king has the axe because Oscar had an opportunity to give the axe back and didn't give it back. So I'm assuming that the monarch had the axe. So no, I don't know how it got back to the monarch's hands, but I'm assuming it got to the monarch's hands. Maybe the monarch knew that somebody had it and asked back for it, and you couldn't say no. You know, if it was in your hands until 2 weeks ago, then the king probably was like, you know what, I need that back now. Oh, you cannot reveal any lie. First, there's no lie, Ephra. Second, you're dead, so you cannot really reveal anything. Play along with these, come on. With the absolute decimation of the chief's military forces, with the exception of those coalition who fled the march, I ask who will occupy the lands without military? Oh, it's their responsibility. Nobody will occupy. We don't want to humiliate them further. They put themselves in that problem. If the lack of military is going to create them problem, it's their responsibility to deal with it. If things get too dire, we're gonna help them, send contingents. Otherwise, it's their problem. I appreciate the long live the king. I'm gonna have boarded the axe for the revenge quest, but I lost it before the quest, and it was recovered the king. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Of course, the bravery will be remembered. Holy crap! Yes. All right, let's go. Yeah, precisely, Hesperus. Yes. The Chur expedition coming home like, what do you mean you went through a whole rebellion while we were out? That will be great. Hi, Amar. Hello and welcome and thank you for the follow. Happy to have you with us tonight. Yeah, his music is great. Alright, let's go. Northern Saga's tale of Oddhull's horn, once gifted to mortals by the honey-blooded prison cell, then lost to the snows of time, never to be found again. Until now. By all the gods, can you believe it? This has been the wildest winter in living memory. Our turnips have survived in record numbers. Yeah, but only your turnips. Traditional grace. Also, that's a rad portrait. I mean, these are both really good. And Darfall, it's the work of Oddhull, my friend. We've spent many months beseeching him, and now he has rewarded us with the means to overthrow the king's regime. Turnips, only thing surviving in the north. Wait a second. I missed something in chat. Give me a second. Oh, okay. Oh, they found it in the backyard. Turnip troopers. Truly, you mean to say he has pointed us to his horn? Hey, but it's far to the north, in the Ice Giant's territory. The frozen wastes will need a hardy force of heroes to stand any chance of retrieving it. For the next stage of the chief's scheme, they must raise their military to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Poor lads. Poor lads. Poor lads. Yeah, there you go. And now we're gonna give money to people. Because we're not assholes. That's fantastic. Giving up? Who's giving up? So what's giving up? I don't think I've ever seen this. What? I'm sure you have other things to worry about at the moment, Your Majesty, but I thought we should discuss the expedition to Chur. Essentially, it's a wash. 18 months and no sign of them? I think it's time to cut our losses. I'm sorry we wasted our money. What the hell? They dead. They dead. Oh shit. Our money? I think you mean my money. Let's settle on the kingdom's money. Still, it was fun to imagine the treasures of Chur. Either way, it's time to get on with our lives. Chur's mysteries remain hidden for now. Surprisingly realistic outcome, true. Yeah, a bunch of people died without knowing a rebellion went down. Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what happened. About your heir. Now the kingdom is a piece where you must seek an heir. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, my wife and I will have a child together. Absolutely. We want to cement this alliance. Yes. And the last time people returned, they got traumatized and may have been cloned. Great Beast in the Water was no... Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I like to imagine that the expedition got horror moved. Yeah, it's like Until Dawn, except on a boat to Chur. I agree, Dragon Pit, yeah. I agree. An invitation. Without a word, contact that which lurks. Hands you a blood-red envelope. It is sealed with white wax in the shape of a skull. Thank you, Dad. Inside is a beautifully written invitation to an event called the Crimson Vigil, due to take place on an autumn night later this year. I suppose I shall attend this event. Of course. Went this time and isn't returning? I don't think any noble volunteered. Alright. Of course we're going, of course we're going. Heretical discovery, huh? And back from the hunt. I wanna go to cool count party. Yeah, I mean, that's just the game being the game. Of course the monarch knows what it is. Your esteemed highness, I bring troubling news. Someone took the Knight's name in vain again? Not quite, your highness. A group of individuals in the East are meeting in secret to preach heretical teachings and engage in rituals. They are believers of some ancient folkloric tradition. It's tied to some primordial spirit they say lives in the trees. Silly stories for children. Regrettably, I require the council's permission to launch a proper investigation, otherwise my inquisitors would have destroyed the cult before it had the chance to spread. I'll hold a vote. Dobby Touch flashbacks, yeah. Yeah. I want to see what the council thinks of this. If more people want the faith back, they can have it. I'm completely fine with that. You know, like... Actually, Alyster is truly interested to know what most noble want. Looks like they don't want the Inquisition. Except for Vaspir, who's desperately hoping. Treatise on the value of religious freedom in the Bearclaw Kingdom. Aya Amihan, who lives in his zero faith region. Alright, it looks like it's a 20. There we go. Yeah, the Archbishop is chill, that's true. Denied access. With nothing to rein them in, the pagans thrive in the faithless regions of the East, spreading their influence and gaining followers by the week. Zero faith kingdom. Achieved. And why eat his magic? Yeah, the Aberdeen is done. You're right. Comrade Jello, hey! Your Highness, the situation in the north is dire. Well, the hard-earned faith is gone. It took so little. Many of our greatest warrior heroes have been lost in so short a time. Our peasants are hardy, but can't defend against winter wolves, wyverns, and ice giants all at once. It's not my problem. Should have thought about that before rebelling. Yeah, the situation is dire. Me when I find out the consequences of my own actions. Yep. Your Highness, we may have gotten off the wrong foot, but I recognize your authority, but I ask for assistance. We'll see. We'll see. We must bolster our dwindling forces in the north. Who knows what will happen to our people without protection? Oh, what's that? Lelkatlan! Hey, welcome back, and thank you so much for a sub. Good morning to you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you. For Rainier sub, it's 2 months now. I really appreciate that, Lelkatlan, and it helps a lot. Big heart to you. Mwah. Thank you. How you doing? I think the king does not want A. The rest is fine. I cannot veto, so I'm just gonna start the vote here. Yeah, just not A. Just not A. No, I'm not gonna support anything. Like, I don't want to force a D with a golden choice. Like, I'm fine with the other options, to be quite honest. I think they have a right to military presence, especially because I don't think that it's gonna change much if they get some military. Like, we're like, they're too weak. All right, looks like it's gonna be D, 11 to 18. Just to make sure, I'm gonna count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Turnip troopers. The North has no need of soldiers, leave them be. Not everyone in the kingdom, and it's a success. Not everyone in the kingdom believes in military might. Although the chiefs are furious that you've left them out to dry, other nobles praise your forward-thinking attitude. Perhaps this disarmament is really on the horizon. Nah, I don't think that's the meaning of that. Evil Chaos, thank you so much for playing with us tonight. Take care, and hope to see you again next time. Bye. Yeah, exactly, Dragon Pete. I could have seen that as well. Yeah. Disarmament, yeah, Vaspir. Oh my god, yes, finally. That's what we say to make the chiefs not feel too bad? Nah. We don't care to, you know, to sweeten the pill. Alright. Back from the hunt. Your Greatness, your wife, the Queen Consort Gloria, has committed a grave sin against my people. She took part in an illegal giant hunt. Why was the hunt so large? No, I mean, she journeyed into the frozen wastes, then went hunting for ice giants. For sport. Oh, okay. Oh, giant hunts. Okay, I see. I thought you hunted them all the time. Hey, but as part of a secret ritual, the Queen Consort took part in an illegal hunt that wasn't sanctioned by a God Speaker. Please, Your Highness, esteemed council, you must allow justice to be done. And she survived. Good for her. I mean, you've got a point there. Maybe Glorias are destined to be badass. It might be. Even the previous one. I don't think that deserves any explanation, right? I hope the Chiefs rebel again. I mean, if there had been... I mean, this is just... Like, they are attacking the Queen Consort! If they had asked me this... in a different way, not attacking the Queen Consort, I would have given them the 150 gold. Who cares? But you cannot attack the Queen Consort. What were you thinking? Let me count down from 5 here. You can vote C to get 500 free gold. So vote C, vote C. Counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Let Clan, they absolutely are on the toot. Yet again, you show your disrespect for our ways. The Queen Consort cannot be allowed to get away with this insult. But his words ring hollow in the council's chamber as the palace watches course him out. There you go. Back inside Chief Traditional Grace's clan hall, a great feast has been laid out. A sacrificial goat tethered nearby eyes the room nervously, but only 2 figures stand by the tables, arguing loudly. Where are our warriors? What's going on? No one came, not even Chief Tom von Ansburg. But I organized this whole feast. We were meant to march into the frozen waste and reclaim Oddhole's horn. Just face the facts, Traditional Grace. We don't have enough heroes to spare at a time like this. Well, the strength we have, we can muster is busy elsewhere. Bah! Don't they realize how important this horn is? It's our path to putting Yora on the throne, the key to our future. Hey, but I'm not the one you need to convince. We have to keep building up our forces. Chief's aim is to raise their military to 5 or more. Bah! Yeah, those bloody northerners are in there too. Yeah, no gut speakers, please. Thank you. They just noticed them. Yeah, they hope they had some reserve. Alright, auction time. Let's get going. Exclamation mark fund, followed by the letter of the building you want to fund, followed by the amount of money you want to spend. Your options are lowering stability with A, lowering authority with B, lowering farming for the chiefs with C, raising military for the chiefs with D, raising farming for the counts with E, raising stability with F. Look at the counts spending good money on F. I appreciate that. D to support the future tourney troopers. Alright, vote. Spend money, spend money, spend money, spend money. 20 seconds left now. I'll let you know when there's 10 seconds left. I'm gonna let you know when there's 10 seconds left. Chiefs, you may want to spend more money. 10 seconds left. Yeah, 10 seconds left now. Oh my god. Are the Chiefs not gonna get even one? 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds. Go, go, go. Yeah, there you go. That was close. Ah, no libraries. We have a fortress, F for Bulbizar and others, raising military for the chiefs, and Lelkatl and Hentes, ooh, coming in hot. With others, lowering authority with a theater. This is Library Dynasty, yep. Supporting theater, you mean? Supporter of culture. A ghoulish problem, the Crimson Vigil, and a bright idea. What's a bright idea? Welcome back, Swede. How you doing? What's a bright idea? Since the wedding, you've witnessed your queen consort fail miserably at a series of hobbies. Swimming ended with a near drowning. Knitting ended with you being gifted a 12-sleeved shirt. Beekeeping ended with half the palace watch in hospital. Despite all this, Gloria never gives up. I've had another great idea. Oh god. Oh god. I mean, you warned me though, Sir Sleep His Lap. I can't wait to hear it. She's doing her best, yeah. I was looking through the law books. Yeah, the only thing she's good at is hunting. Hunting, you know, because of the giants. The law books, and I found a long-forgotten decree saying that the king can appoint their queen consort as a regional governor. The appointment only lasts half a year, but during that time I'd have total executive power over an entire region. Yeah, take the north. Go ahead. Isn't that exciting? Imagine the good I could do. Which region were you thinking of? Please say the north. Please say the north. Please say the north. Please say the north. Not the march, obviously. The barons know me too well. I don't think they'd listen to a word I say, but anywhere else would work. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. There would need to be a vote, of course. Of course, the council can vote on which region I'll be governing. This makes people mad. Oh my god, I love this. Oh my god, I love this so much. Ah, you insulted the Queen Consort too. Remember? I can respect your choice, my liege. Now, let me send my consort, who you also insulted, to rule over you. I'm sure that's gonna go great. God, I love her. Gloria will go down in history as the funniest Queen Consort. Yep, I agree. And she can hunt giants all the time. What did the Northerners do to deserve this? They rebelled. Kaji, I pray that we see the outcome of this. Me too. They respect the strength. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I love how Lennox II dunked on the North and died for it, but Alyster is dunking on the North daily and gets away with it. Look at this shit! Even Northerners voting for it. Oh god. Just wait until you see the improvements. I'll make to the North. They need someone to whip them into shape. I'll focus on agriculture. I've hunted enough animals in my time. Cows can't be too different from deer. It's like biology and chemistry. It's kind of the same thing, right? Like Gloria has that kind of energy. Oh god, are you ready for another one? She's a natural. By the old gods, you can't be serious. I can, Ethan. I absolutely can. Yeah, there was a Chur expedition, and it disappeared. It failed miserably. The Crimson Vigil takes place in a bleak castle atop an eastern hill. Your journey takes weeks, and your baggage train keeps getting stuck in bugs. Yeah, I'm not worried about that, Dragon. Guests at the Crimson Vigil compete on who can dress in the most ghoulish and frightening costume. What did you dress as? A demon. The red dye makes your skin itch, and your hoof-like shoes are difficult to move around, but you strike a startling figure. As you're assessing your appearance, Contadet Richler sweeps in, dressed as a living corpse. Welcome, welcome. I see you're dressed as one of the servants of the seventh god. How delightfully blasphemous. Of course, as an Easterness yourself, you already know that the dungeons are out of bounds. In the ballroom, you find the counts gathered, all dressed up as frightful monsters, wolfmen, pumpkinheads, witches. A waiter glides past, holding a tray of canapes. A pianist plays a mournful tune. The Crimson Vigil begins at midnight. What role will you take, a mourner, or are you willing to portray a hound of the betrayer? Of course it's a demon. I think that if Chiefs get the no second chances ending, it would be the funniest possible outcome. Hound of the Betrayer, right? I'm thinking Hound of the Betrayer. Yeah, Alyster knows of the other stuff. I'll play one of the Hounds of the Betrayer. The counts gather. After Contadet which lurks deliver a short speech about remembering the old ways, a flaming crown is placed upon their head. I will be playing the King in Exile this evening. The Hounds of the Betrayer will try to catch me, but fear not. I am swift as a falling star and old as the hills. I love this sentence. Chase after the King in Exile. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to have to kneel. And old as the eels. That which lurks runs down the corridor, flames licking behind them, and you gave chase. A dozen other Hounds of the Betrayer run alongside you, howling and yipping enthusiastically. Somehow, despite the silly costume and massive flaming hat, that which lurks is quick on their feet. Catching them won't be easy. 50% chance. Well, let's go. Oh my god, it's a success! Despite your stupid cloven shows slowing you down, you grab hold of that which lurks and drag them back to the circle of mourners. Alyster is a freaking Giga Chad. Whoop, 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 whoop. The ceremony concludes with a mock execution, and a bottle of very excessive red wine spilled over that which lurks' head. The King in Exile capture is a bad omen, of course, but as a hound you were duty bound to try your best. After that, the music is more cheerful. The counts dance and chat long into the night. At dawn, you board your carriage and begin the long journey back to the capital. Yeah, I know I'm not supposed to catch him, but I gotta try. And yeah, see? I'm better than my parent. Apparently the perfect successor to Oscar, right? Doing everything right so far. A ghoulish problem. Your Majesty, we are having terrible problems in March. The people have lost faith in the Ninth God and churches are being left to crumble. But without priests to perform the rites, the dead are rising as ghouls from their abandoned crypts. There have been 9 attacks in the last week alone. Dark news indeed. We must remind the Marcher folk that they are lost without the Ninth to protect them, especially once they've passed. Find out what? You need to do more cardio. What's the Ninth Gaud? Gaud. Send more priests to the march. The march is not going to be happy. Cremate bodies in the march instead of burying them. Sounds reasonable. Hire adventurers to eradicate the ghouls. Employ the ghouls as a source of cheap labor. Oh my god, we can do that. Yeah, D is a little bit too much. I think cremating, you know? Or hiring adventurers. I mean, we have... Golden D is great. I don't know. Yeah, D speaks exactly to the inner patrician, but... Ghouls can have jobs. Yeah, I think C. Yeah, exactly. I think it might be C. You know what? I don't like spending the money, but I think I'm gonna go with C, yeah. Actually, I'm going to veto A and let you choose between B and C. I think that's the most reasonable thing. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the most reasonable thing. Just don't choose D, come on. Don't be silly. Don't choose D. Don't be a chief. Don't be a chief and vote D. You wanted A? God damn it. What, D is passing? Ghoul lives matter. Alright, this is way closer than I thought. It's 14 to 12, so if you still want to weigh in and vote, it's 14 to 13. It's incredibly close. I'm going to count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. That was unreasonably close. Hire adventurers to eradicate the ghouls. The Adventurers Guild is very happy to offer you the services of a dozen loot-hungry scoundrels with a magic sword and a death wish. Fear not, your majesty will put those rotten bastards back into the ground. The adventurers are as good as their word. They carve up so many ghouls that the farmers use the corpses as compost. And soon the march is quiet once more. That's terrifying. Ghoul lives don't matter. Nope. No, they don't. What were we saying here? Why not? Why not? Why not? Yeah, I think that there's gonna be one heavy tax on the Chiefs, and that's gonna, and then Alyster is going to concede the offense over. This is kind of like war reparation, and after this, I think that Alyster says, "Okay, now we're even." Now we're even. Yeah. Now we're even. So now if something else comes up, you have full support of the kingdom again. Yeah. Very, very sad, but I'm tired as hell. And my head starts to hurt because of exhaustion. I really hope the Northerners will get what they deserve next time I try to be... Oh, don't worry, don't worry. I'm sorry to hear you're not having a good time, generally, Lelkatlan, but thank you so much for stopping by and for the support. I really appreciate that. I hope you can, you know, rest a little bit, take care of yourself, and get a little bit better, and hopefully get better times. Get better times soon. Take care. See you around next time. And we got the pox. Fuck. And we got the pox. It's okay. I'm glad to hear that at least this is a happy space. Yeah, bodies sometimes don't cooperate. I hope you can feel better soon. Fingers crossed. You may know much about these adventurers and ghoul hunters, but the Ninth sees only errors in your deed. For not sending priests? You didn't want priests! It raised defiance, so it means you didn't want them. Oh, we got the Ashmedian Golem 6.0. I see. The Bob be with you. So let's start with the air. No, let's go. Let's do golems first. Hopeful Destroyer. A rogue golem has crossed into our territory of the Ashmedian border, Your Highness. This could be an exciting opportunity. And what's so exciting about it? This is our chance to figure out how this golem magic works. Your Majesty, the Barons would drown their own grandmothers to get an advantage over Ashmead or over the chiefs and counts. Golems are an offense to the Ninth God, and they're dangerous. We should destroy it before it gets out of control. Kaldavaga Golem V19 Revolutionary. I mean... break that man? I say take it apart and figure out its secrets. Yeah. It just makes sense to use it. Right, first we understand it, and then we decide what to do. First we understand it, then we decide what to do. It just works. Let's see how it works, is the idea, right? Alright, it looks like it's gonna be C. So let's go. The secrets of the golems have been a mystery for too long. I'll put out very best artisans to work figuring it out. It just does. A few weeks later, Baroness Hopeful Destroyer reports back with a gleeful smile. It's slow going, my liege, but we're getting somewhere. In a few months, I think we'll have cracked it. That's great. And now... the pox. My liege, I bring bad news. An outbreak of crystal pox is ravaging the marsh. Lelkatlan. How many dead? Whole villages have succumbed. The disease is terribly virulent. Your Majesty, if I may make a suggestion. No, you may not make a suggestion. Victims of crystal pox are all infectious at the boil stage. Once they're fully covered in crystals, they no longer spread the disease. We could harvest the crystals, allowing the pox to spread. But that's heartless. Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, with zero faith, it's easy to predict that rot is in the air. I'm sorry, March. It's gonna have to be that way. But I'm gonna compensate you at least. We're gonna have to go through a quarantine. for the better, for the best of the kingdom, you know? For the well-being of the kingdom, not much we can do. Yeah, I don't want the pox to spread either. MC Marcus, welcome and thank you for joining. How you doing? It's for the best, exactly. MC Marcus, you are... Oh. Oh. Wait, what? Did I misspell your name? Was there an underscore? Yeah, there's an underscore. MC, you are a chief. Welcome. How you doing? Hi. Hi there. I appreciate your unity on quarantining the march, everybody. I'm gonna give you a few more seconds to vote C, because if you vote for C, you get some free money. And the wishful one, welcome and thank you for joining. How are you doing? And yeah, voting C as well. The wishful, you are a chief as well. There you are. Nice glasses. How you doing? All right, counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Let's go. I think golden choice is fine. Like, a lot of times people ignore it. Just look at Oscar's reign. Super Alien Hunter, welcome and thank you for joining. Happy to have you. What's up? Super Alien Hunter, you're a chief as well. We got a bunch of chiefs. Blockades. Oh, this is what you get when when you make bathing sound dangerous. Blockades are placed on the roads leading in and out of the marsh. Nobody goes in or out. For a month, the crystal pox ravages the countryside. When the blockades are lifted, many fields lie fallow with no farmers left to tend them. Marsher villages are dotted with the gleaming statues of the afflicted, but thanks to the council's quick thinking, the disease doesn't spread beyond the marsh's borders. Once the roads reopen, the barons have harvest gemstones from the quarantine dead and sell them at a tidy profit. Good job, everyone. Good job. Good job. You did the right thing. You did the right thing. Your request for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die as my crown be passed down to? You know what? My daughter. The assembled nobles break out into polite applause by designating an heir to cement the stability of the kingdom. Who is congratulating? MC Marcus. Well, I appreciate it. A chief congratulating. Your Highness, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your daughter. What is her name? Alyster II. The gods are good, your majesty. I'm sure she'll grow up to be a chief of the old block. Thank you, Comrade Jello. I appreciate that. Like a chat that's seen more successful golden choices will internalize golden choices in inevitability, and it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. That's a good point. That's a good point. But again, sometimes we still see it loose, so I think it depends. I think it depends. And I think I like this combination really fits Alyster, so I'm not gonna change it. So this is the base ambition. Let's do the others first. Governing the North and Secret of the Golems. Let's do the Secret of the Golems first. Let's do this first. We've cracked it, your highness. Golems are powered by scrolls imbued with the words of Kaldovaga, the Ashmedian machine god. We could build golems of our own, but we'd need to pray to Kaldovaga too. May many years of fortune smile upon you. Thank you, I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. Good news from the capital. Alyster II is born, a shining light in the pox-blighted darkness. Crow's Wings, Spring 1089. Yeah, right? Alyster II was born during the pox. It's a new prayer. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Need I even say it? Heresy! I kind of want to say allow it, but the barons must donate to the church. You know? I kind of want to say that. The golems from half a century ago work fine. Must such heresy be allowed openly? Yeah, you know, I kind of want to say they have to donate, because, like, I mean, on the one hand, they can afford it, because they just harvested the pox, but it's not dead to everybody. Some people still worship the ninth. Hey, okay, but you finance the future goal preventers. Yes. I'm not restricting them. I'm just saying you can compensate. B, definitely not B. And definitely not forbid it. I think it's between A and C. Golus v 1089.1 patch notes. Stopped exploit where golems could be led into swamps. Remove. Because we won that way, remember? God, that's absolute genius. That's absolute genius. Who wrote that? Removed hero bright? Northwind, that's amazing. Everyone has zero faith? I don't think people know who the ninth is at this point. I mean, some nobles in chat still talk about the ninth. So a very small minority still worships the ninth. And it's still the state religion. Kindly consider A with golden choice to take the edge off my liege. Yeah, I mean, you know, that makes sense. Yeah, you know what? That sounds reasonable. We could do that. Like, if I do this... Yeah. Yeah, see, like, there are some ninth supporters. I think we're gonna go with this. It's kind of a compromise. It's kind of a compromise. It's like Alyster is starting to veer away from like, he doesn't want to give the impression anymore that he only favors counts and barons, but he's starting to embrace the chiefs back into the kingdom, and also wants to make sure that the ninth, you know, the people who support the ninth know that, yeah, he has a thought for them too. Alright, I'm gonna be counting down from 5 here. Counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Yeah, this is for the barons, but it's not pure baron favoritism, right? Otherwise I would have gone with C. It's a compromise. Grudgingly, the barons cough up truly staggeringly amounts of money until the church is finally satisfied. The church still takes a hit from such open heresy in the march, but at least they're now wealthy enough to build a few cathedrals to compensate. Meanwhile, holy shit. Dozens of church factories are built in Caldevaga's name, and soon marcher armies are bolstered with intriguing, untiring clay giants. Wow, that's a lot. Wow. Okay. Okay. A few cathedrals that won't be used yet. Oh, the wishful one. Look at you, you battle nerd. Yeah, they're multi-class. That's pretty cool. Your Majesty, your Queen Consort's governorship of the March has been nothing short of catastrophic. Holy shit, the last 6 months have been a litany of disasters, unlike anything I've ever seen. How could you do this to us? Oh my god. Well. I'd hoped Gloria would rise to the occasion. It's not so bad, just a few minor setbacks. I thought, why do we even bother farming? Surely it'd be more fun to hunt all our food, so I turned most farms into wild game preserves. We managed to have farming to 6 in the north. Do you know how hard that was? Turns out there's not as much wild game as I thought there was, and even less now. But on the bright side, we won't be hearing any complaints about rodents for a good while. Better luck next time. That's just what I thought. I'm so glad I have you to support my dreams, my dear. Gloria. Gloria. Gloria, sweetheart, honey. Come back home, please. Oh god. Your ambition. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be peacekeeper. You've succeeded on that front. The kingdom is peaceful and you're renowned for your mercy and wisdom. Well done, your majesty. But to shut down your noble scheming for good, we need to build on that reputation. Our advisors have some ideas. The common folk are a sleeping giant. Even the nobles are afraid to wake. If you become beloved of the peasants, the nobles won't dare overthrow you for fear of revolution. My advice, on the other hand, would be to infiltrate your region with loyal spies. Defeat their schemes with schemes of your own, but the Chancellor has other ideas. Yeah, but we pacified the civil war. I think I'm gonna go spies for one reason. That the project of being beloved by the peasants is still very reminiscent of Oscar. And I don't think that King Alyster wants to draw the line between them. And I think, honestly, you know how the game portrays spies every time as being something devious and be like, oh, I know your secrets and I'm gonna blackmail you. I think that it's going to be mostly informers. Like, not really, like, and again, if the game ends that way, it's gonna be portrayed more as blackmailing, so active spies. But that's alright, wishful one, thank you. Wait, what was that? Oscar tried to be beloved and he fucked it up. Yeah. Might I be your first recruit? You, 120 years old spy? I think the spies are only for the ones scheming and the counter stops those schemes. And yeah, exactly, Northman. It's like the way I imagine it is Alyster having informers that allow him to plan ahead. So it's not them who do the heavy lifting, blackmailing people and actively preventing them from doing stuff, but all they do is watch and inform Alyster so that he can plan ahead, because that's all he's been doing this whole reign. We do need more farming, but I think that out of not being associated with Oscar, is gonna go for the spies. The wise decision will be I'll begin recruiting spies, but this will require fine touch, blah 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 blah. Let's go. Yeah, right. They are very different. A fossil unearthed, another one, another bright idea. Oh no, oh, no, please, I need this reign to end now. Before my consort completely destroys the kingdom. I need this to end. I need this to stop that idea. Yeah, no. No. This one is hilarious. No. We cannot survive another bright idea. No. Let's take a look at the fossil first. Another bright idea. Let's start with the fossil first. Let's start with the fossil. Tycho, hello. Good news, Your Grace. The new library is wonderfully popular. We've already begun an expansion. Though there is a small problem. I'm not gonna let her cook this time. While digging more foundations, builders found bones in the rock. From the size of the thing, the beast they came from must be larger than the library itself. How exquisite. He lowers his voice. The builders are saying that it might be a flying reptile. No one dares say the name these days. It's been 700 years since a dragon was seen in the kingdom, and back then it was catastrophic. Well? Why not, right? Is Alyster pro-fossil? Because of the hole they were used on a ritual to bring him to power? I think so. Kinda, Marley, kinda. Yeah, not funny. There you go. Yeah, if somebody comes in with some bullshit like that, just ban them. We don't need that kind of people around here. As if I was myself, why not add another to the kingdom? You want company? Yeah, I mean... I'm gonna say carefully excavate the bones. You never know what you gonna need them for. Right? Right. You never know. You never know. Maybe we need another ritual. Don't touch the bad juju. I mean, we're not gonna play around. We're just gonna carefully excavate them. Yeah, exactly. I want you to keep the library, so there you go. There we go. Already have strange horses. Let me have strange lizards. Builders dig the bones from the rock. Soon the huge bones are revealed. As visitors crowd the side, trade picks up. Merchants set up stalls peddling hastily written pamphlets on dragon bones. But despite the rise in tourism, some eastern locals are superstitious, treating the bones with fears. Some refuse to approach the building at all. Sounds wise. Sounds wise. Now let's see what this other bright idea is. I'm bored! Give me something to do! What job will you trust me with? I'll be honest, I wouldn't trust you to change a candle. This sort of heresy is exactly where the frog people will destroy us all. What kind of job were you thinking of? I don't know, something small. I could be commander of the City Watch and bring law and order to the capital. Or I could be put in charge of constructing a giant statue of you. Oh my god, she's gonna drown. She's gonna drown. Oh, statue, do statue? You want me to spend money for a statue that's gonna come out ugly and people are gonna hate me? Oh, I don't know that. Not the Reaper. I think that leads to rather bad things. Wait, what? It's art. Art can't be ugly. Give Gloria a chance. I gave her a chance. She destroyed the North's farming. What's going on, Candy Banana, is that she's completely incompetent. Nah, I'm not gonna give her any responsibility. She's gonna somehow rain. I mean, I want to see this. I'm gonna let her prove herself. I'll put you in charge of keeping the river flowing. Yeah, I love her a little bit, but I don't want to I don't want to break her heart, but I don't want to, you know, succumb because of her. I'll put you in charge of keeping the river flowing. How about that? I won't let you down. What? That's an option? I was expecting her to complain. Oh my god, now I'm really scared and I really hope that I win now. Oh my god. Oh my god, no, please. Oh my god, please. All goes according to plan, Your Majesty. Let me show you. I don't want to spend money for that. Come on, Vasper. Your spy master takes you through a secret passage in your own private office. These are my agents. They can blend into a crowd as effortlessly as they can slip a knife between a traitor's ribs. I can be sure of their loyalty. I've been very careful in my selection. Soon they will infiltrate the course of all the nobles on your council disguised as traveling bards. One of the spies tosses aside her cloak, revealing a lute and the colorful costume of a troubadour. Yeah, now we better win. Yeah, stream is busy. I love it. Next season, the Treadwater River will be gone from the map. Please no. Please no. With charm and flattery, they'll worm their way into your nobles' hearts and minds. Then we'll have a spy network the likes of which the world has never seen. I hope to make even the Gaunt of Tavalin look like rank amateurs. Can they give us a song? A few notes are plucked on the lute, the assembled spies launch into a ballad. It's actually not bad. Your toe is tapping. This should put a stop to their foolish schemes, and it will keep the kingdom stable for the rest of your reign. A little blackmail is a small price to pay. Again, I'm imagining this as a little less blackmail-y than usual. A week passes before you hear more news. Your spymaster arrives in your office with a tiny scroll, small as a cherry stem, clutched between two fingertips. This is a message from one of our agents in the field. Your Majesty has sent her to Baron Lore Mason's keep disguised as a singing jester, armed with a lute and a set of juggling balls. Open it. Of course, it's a 70% chance. Please, please, gods above and below, please. 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 Thank God. Okay. 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 Okay, 1 out of 2 is done. Ooh. Spymaster studies the scroll for a moment and a smile creeps across her face. She holds it over a candle flame and it vanishes in a puff of cinders. She's been welcomed into Baron Lore Mason's court with open arms and is already flattering him with fawning songs. Let's hope our other spies are just as successful. Over the next few weeks you receive back word from more and more of your agents. Almost all of them have successfully wormed their way into your nobles' courts. And we must hope they can maintain their cover. Please, don't make this reign end because of my wife. Please, please give me a win here. Please give me a win here. I don't want to die because of her incompetence. please. Oh my god, yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, gods. Thank you. Oh my god, thank you. Oh my god, this was close. This was close because I have a feeling that things would have gone really to shit. Oh my god. Does anybody know what would have happened? A few more weeks pass. You wait anxiously for news of your spies. Good news, Your Majesty. Our spies have uncovered some of our noble's darkest secrets. Do you know Baron Lord Mason has an irrational fear of lemons? You do now. This tension, I've never felt more tense. Oh god. We even have a few illicit romances between nobles and our generically attractive bards. Blackmail rights itself. This has gone better than expected. You do enjoy the services of an excellent spy master, but we can't get complacent. We must see if our spies are equally successful. Over the next few weeks, your spies sent back more and more positive reports. Soon you've established a spy network throughout the entire kingdom. It's with a sense of madness that you call your next council session. As the nobles file in, you realize you know all their secrets, their weaknesses, everything. What? She tries to fix the river thinking it can be more efficient and ends up ruining it. Oh my god! If the monarch is desperate to give them something at which they're sure they can't fail, they'll be put in charge of keeping the river flowing. And even that goes horribly wrong when the consort decides that its bendy course is inefficient and tries to dig a straight channel for it. Then when that doesn't work, it damned to force it down to the channel, which succeeds in flooding the entire capital. You have an option of calling her an idiot or comforting her. Can I do both? Can I do both things? Listen, Your Highness, I was thinking that taxes have been awfully high lately. Why don't we hold a vote on reducing them? Yeah? Yeah, we can call a vote, no problem. But as the nobles walk up to the ballot box, your spy master swoops in and takes them aside. She whispers in their ear. One by one, we watch their expression turn to horror. By the ninth, how do you know that? Only my mother knows about that. And it can stay that way, just vote the way we tell you to vote. I destroyed the evidence, you can't prove anything. You'd be surprised what I can prove. I know exactly where to dig, but if you vote the way I tell you, maybe I'll misplace my shovel. Hey, care for some lemonade? Leave me alone, I'll do whatever you say. Sure enough, when the votes come back, it's unanimous. All the nobles, for perhaps the first time, have voted exactly how you want them. Yeah, it was exactly, my sweet little idiot. You're an idiot, but you're my idiot. Yeah, exactly. You're such an idiot. I love you, you know? I ate the evidence between 2 slices of bread. Are you sure about that? I could get used to this. When you leave the council hall, the nobles are quiet. They know a new era has begun. An era of cooperation or else. Your wife meets you back at your chambers. Your heir, Alyster II, in her arms. Huzzah! You really showed them who's king. We should start teaching the little Alyster II how to follow in my footsteps. I mean, let me rephrase this. I should start teaching little Alyster II how to follow in my footsteps. You shouldn't. You shouldn't at all. Oh, this was the first spy win? Whoa. Uh-huh. We can literally vote to set our own taxes. Yeah, that's how it used to be. Yeah, not anymore. A great deliberation is overseen. I say that the coalition will publicly support the monarch. The light has overtaken the dark, and that is good. I'm glad you think that. Keep me informed. Yeah, exactly. I think Alyster is like, just keep me informed. Don't blackmail anyone. And the spy master who hasn't had a real job in a century went overboard. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. You have an irrational fear of lemons, Lord Mason. Alright. Yeah, you got blackmail. I don't know. We don't have, like, maybe nothing. Maybe this never happened. Good idea. After this, I get the feeling she'll be wearing a crown one day. The night you sleep in untroubled sleep for the first time since you first sat on the throne. No matter their grievances, the nobles will never again dare to defy you. You simply need to mention offhandedly that you know what they did last winter, or that you know where they slept at night. GG, everybody! GG, congrats to me, I guess, to barons and counts for crashing the rebellion. That was epic. Holy crap. That was truly epic. Yeah, a lot of firsts, you're right. First rebellion, first spy win. This was pretty good. GG everybody, good game. I really enjoyed this. Holy wow. This felt very satisfying to play. Alyster felt like a great monarch. The Baron's attempt to replace the king's advisors never panned out. One night, Baroness Northwind awoke to find a smiling spymaster holding a knife to her throat and kindly asking her to desist. The chiefs abandoned their hopes for Oddhell's Orn again, which passed into legend once more. A treasure fit only for seducing adventurers into the frozen wastes, where ice giants and hypothermia await them. The counts celebrated their victory and Alyster was venerated as a true hero of the East, but some whispered that the counts were losing control of their puppet as the king consolidated his power around his heir, Princess Alyster II. Princess Alyster II sounds great. King Alyster ruled from the shadows, getting his way into the council with blackmail and threats. The nobles were terrified, but the peasants considered it a golden age. After 15 years of unquestioned rule, King Alyster died peacefully in bed, and the nobles let out a collective sigh of relief. And I think that it's not really that the nobles were terrified because of the blackmail and threats, but because no matter what they planned, Alyster always seemed to be a few steps ahead. You know, they were scared of what he knew, not of what he used his spies to say. This was pretty good. This is pretty good. Rip 6th Tooth. East March Union. Yeah, that was devastating. I loved how the rebellion went. Take care, Tycho. Take care. Thank you so much for playing. This was a good one. Right, Trash? I enjoyed it. King Alyster the Spider. And this, I think, is very fitting. I think this is very fitting. He's just been weaving his web since the very day he took the crown. If you remember, the first thing he did was assert his power. The first choice he had was assert his power against the demon he had summoned, sending the chiefs against it. Alyster the Gangster. This was a good episode. I really liked it. Yeah, not a single battle lost. Yeah. A true Bearclaw, right? He played strongly from the very start, never hiding. He even used us the chiefs and sacrificed me, basically. Yeah. This was really good. This was really good. Richest noble is Electri, a bold one, Marley. And Sir Sleepless Lap is the poorest noble of the kingdom. And this, oh my god. Why are we having very pretty queens one after the other here? This is Princess Alyster II. Queen Alyster II, actually. This is good stuff. This is good stuff. Holy hell. I love that he's a master of both soft power and military power as seen during the rebellion. Exactly, Northwind. Yes. 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 It's that time again, yeah. They're all hot. They're all hot. I agree. I agree. Yeah, she's hot. I hope we don't get Hot Queen Gets Betrayed by Mag Part 3. Oh my god, please no, please no. We're not gonna marry a Mag this time around. Very power is power, yeah. 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 We're gonna have a happy ending here, you know? We're not gonna be betrayed once again by our wife. Not anymore. But will Queen Alyster be like her father or walk a different path? Well, we'll find out in the next episode of the Bearclaw Dynasty next Wednesday, episode number 10. For now, thank you so much for playing with me in the reign of King Alyster the Spider. This was incredible. A lot of fun as always. Thank you so much. See you all next time, and take care.